iOS is better than Android. Why do we think so? Well, we have 5 reasons. Let's get started. Number 1. Hardware and software optimization. iOS is much better than most Android phones in this regard for a very simple reason. Apple has to work with a limited number of iPhones, say the 4, 4S, 5, 5S, 6 and the upcoming 6S. Moreover, Apple makes the hardware and software, so no OEM skins or other third-party launchers are at play. Whereas in Android, the software passes from Google to the OEM like Samsung or HTC, who skins it, and if you're buying from a carrier, they put in their fair share of bloatware as well. With the launch of Android 4.4 KitKat onwards, the Google is trying to bridge this gap. But an example of amazing user experience would be, I guess, iOS. And the epitome of the user experience is captured by the simple camera app that is present in iOS. Number 2. Update cycle. The update cycle of Android pales in comparison to iOS, simply due to fragmentation. Like I said before, for iOS, Apple has to work with a handful of iPhones and iPads. And remember, handful is the key word. Whereas in case of Google, as the image shows, different kinds of brands with different screen sizes ranging from phones to phablets to tablets, they are flooding the market. Thus, the fragmentation in Android plays a huge role. Here's another graphic presented by HTC showing the anatomy of an Android OS update. It shows carrier devices, unlocked developer edition devices, and Google Play edition devices. As we all know, Nexus devices are the only devices which are at par with the update cycle of the iOS devices. Number 3. App market revenue. The App Store of iOS has the edge over Google's Play Store in terms of sheer number of paid apps purchased over any given period of time at the time of making this video. It has been seen that the average iPhone user is more likely to buy an app than an Android user. Thus, iOS is always getting the latest and greatest apps way before, or well before Android gets it. Number 4. Continuity. Yes, this sounds like a marketing gimmick that we are doing on Apple's part, but I can assure you Apple is not paying us a single penny for doing this. Why I say continuity is because it is truly a very, very, very good experience, user experience for the end user. The continuity feature lets you seamlessly answer calls, finish editing documents, send messages, and email from different devices in perfect sync. Say you have received a call in your iPhone, but you're too lazy to move your bums to where it is charging. Simply answer the call from your Mac or iPad. Boom, there you go. How simple can it get? Having said that, the Android fans out there, hear me out too. Android also offers great alternatives like Pushbullet, AirDroid, or even cloud services like Dropbox, Drive, and many more cloud services are available. But the most important thing is the multi-platform synchronization between Windows and Android. Though none of them are as cohesively knit together as Apple's ecosystem, if you use many such apps in Android, maybe you will get all the features of continuity present in iOS. But all the features present simultaneously in the whole ecosystem is what makes continuity an awesome inclusion in the Apple ecosystem for me. Number 5. Simplicity. Guys, this is the reason why iOS is the most popular amongst the elderly age group, and also a large part of certain continents use iOS a lot. Simplicity is the word. It is simple for everyone. It seems that a 2-year-old could pick up an iPhone and figure out just how to unlock it and send a text message. With Android, there's a bit more, or rather a lot more, steeper learning curve. Likewise, for developers too, iOS is much easier to work with. That is another reason why developers launch their apps first on iOS. Because yes, iPhones and iPads are way limited compared to the number of tablets and phones, smartphones that are there on Android, but at the same time developing apps for it is also easier. if you agree with all the 5 things I just said, and if you want a phone that you could just pick up and start using without any learning curve, the iPhone is the correct device for you, and even the iPads. But here comes the twist. Apart from not wanting to learn a lot, you need to have a lot of money. And by a lot of money, I mean a lot of money. On that note, guys, if you like this video, please like this video. If you think we have a lot to improve and you have a lot of positive criticism in store for us, dislike the video, and comment and tell us how can we improve ourselves. But most importantly, guys, whether you like the video or dislike it, or comment in our videos, subscribe to our channel.